What does it say, though, the fact that this is being talked about at this summit this week? What does it say about the pace with which Trump has tackled reform in his second presidency that has seen these leaders assemble and ready to present a united front?
Well, to be clear, India is not necessarily presenting a united front with China. Just to be very, very clear here, I think some of that has been overstated a little bit. I think India is still negotiating, and it's negotiating very intelligently. And so, what I would say, actually, particularly for an Australian audience, I think there is a real lesson to be learned from the way that India is conducting itself. Notice that it's not interested in putting a ring on its finger. It is being quite geopolitically promiscuous. It knows exactly what it wants, and it's going to get it by illustrating to, yes, even its allies, that they need to work. It needs to be a two-way conversation with the US. So I think that the message that is being sent to the United States of America is that the world doesn't owe it anything, and that it needs to come halfway if it wants to have a dialogue and a long-term geopolitical and trade relationship.
So you don't believe we're seeing a normalising of the relationship yet between India and China. How do you think Donald Trump is going to interpret what is going on this week?
I think he's going to interpret it the way the media has interpreted it, which is sort of an extreme. You know, I don't think he's going to interpret this with nuance. That said, I do think that China and India are normalizing their relations. Just to be clear, I'm just saying it's not an alliance. India's not abandoning its position with the U.S. vis-a-vis China. India and China have actually been talking about normalizing relations for now about 12 months. Several steps have been taken, including at the end of 2024, to resolve some of those border disputes. And I think it just makes a lot of sense from a development perspective, from commercial perspective, that they do so. And so I think this meeting, in the context of Trump's trade war and threats, is taking on this greater importance. Now, I think that Donald Trump will see it the same way. I don't think he's going to, listen to my nuance here. I think he's going to say, wow, okay, so that's how you want to play it, India. And I don't think he's going to back down. I think it's actually going to be quite difficult between India and the US over the next couple of months.